Hi, my name is Braxton Dothard, and I'll be presenting the PR plan for Fresh Beans Coffee. Now, the question is, what is Fresh Beans Coffee? Fresh Beans Coffee, as you can see from the logo, is an organic coffee company. Now, their idea is they want to base themselves near Austin, Texas. Now, other areas that are considered blue and large metropolitan areas in the southern Texas area include Houston, Fort Worth, and Dallas proper. However, they have a preference for the Austin area, so we would begin in the Austin area. Now, a relatively blue area of Austin, Texas is the University of Texas in Austin. And yes, I mean the Longhorns. And the reasons for this there's plentiful reasons for this. Number one, there are plenty of students that are in the age 18 to 26 demographic. Younger students, the younger generation would be more likely to accept and frequent a business that is organic. Now, at the University of Texas, there is also a lot of students to reach out to. According to their most recent survey, there are over 55,000 undergraduate students at the University of Texas Austin and just over 10,000 postgrad students. So there's about 60,000 students in the age 18 to 26, 18 to 27 age demographic that would actually appreciate possibly a organic coffee company coming to their campus. Now, as for how we're going to advertise the company, that's a different question. However, the answer lies in the athletics that is at the University of Texas Austin. As we all know, Texas is known for their football. It is football, and then it is God, and they're neck and neck come football season. So there is a lot of opportunities to be had by advertising under the bright lights of a Saturday night college football game. Now, for 2023, their season opener is September 2nd of 2023. Now, what that presents is an opportunity to reach tens of thousands of people at least, because the capacity at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium is about 110,000. So 110,000 including students, alum, because it'll be opening night, the home opener, fans, families of players, and of course students. Now, the idea behind this would be to advertise on the Jumbotron that is at the stadium. Now, depending on where you decide to advertise and whose Jumbotron you decide to use, Jumbotron advertisements can run up to about a few $1,000s. However, that is more than enough, in my opinion, to offset the costs of running the advertisement on the Jumbotron to begin with. Because, as I've alluded to before, there's a potential for tens of thousands, possibly even 100,000 people to see that Fresh Beans is opening up a spot on campus later on in the semester. Now, as far as the advertisement goes, it could be something really simple but to the point and pretty low budget. It does not have to be exquisite. Something like this would do. I know it's backwards because of the front camera. However, it just says that Fresh Beans Organic Coffee is going to hold a grand opening, and it is opening in November 27th of 2023. And this reminder to set your calendar, of course, because by this point, with the opening of the fall semester, the students at least would have heard about it for a couple of weeks or so already. So they will know that this is nothing new. Specifically in the J2 dining hall, that is the largest dining hall on campus. So the reason why I would pick the J2 dining hall for construction of Fresh Beans is, like I said before, there's plenty of foot traffic that goes through there on a day-to-day basis throughout the semester. So plenty of customers to reach out to, plenty of potential customers to reach out to. And all around, there's just a very large pool of revenue to generate, not only from a marketing standpoint with lots of viewers, but also for, as I said before, potential customers, buying drinks from the shop. Now, the tactics that we would use, as I alluded to once before, would be simple messages to post on maybe a jumbotron at a football game or a basketball game, because men's and women's basketball begins in the fall as well, and it would fall in our budget timeline from August 15th to November 18th. So, as I said before, this is one we would run in August and September, so the early parts of the semester. For October, it can, again, be simple, but, festive, announcing, again, the opening of the coffee shop on November 27th, which would be less than a month away from October, or Halloween, which is when we would be dropping this advertisement. In November as well, same idea as the October one. At this point, the coffee shop would be opening up very soon. This is our November advertisement. Because we plan to open the shop when the students return from Thanksgiving break on November 27th. So, as I said, the calendar, we can have select dates where we can post on Instagram, we can post on TikTok, we can advertise for games, home games, as I've said before. Just a very rich environment for really trying to advertise to all the population that is at the University of Texas. So anybody can come try the organic coffee. That's the idea behind it. Now, for a budget, for any small company, they will have anywhere from between a couple $100,000 to maybe $500,000 in investor and bank loans to start off with. So even a portion of that would be sizable enough, more than sizable enough, to advertise throughout the entire campaign, and to never have a concern of running short of money. How do we measure our success of our advertisement campaign? Well, it turns out we plan to project numbers of maybe 7,000 Instagram followers from its inception date, from when we start advertising Fresh Beans. Even though 7,000 is not a whole lot, considering the University of Texas has 60,000 undergrad and postgrad students. That is still just under 10% of the population, which is still a lot of ears and eyes that we've reached to us. Social media advertising is big nowadays, as we all know. So Instagram and TikTok will be very common avenues of advertisement. For TikTok, we could measure progress not in followers, but in views of our posts. How many posts have been reshared? How many posts have been viewed? And with how quickly TikTok videos can circulate, especially around a college campus where everyone now has a cell phone, it can circulate, maybe 100,000 times, a couple 100,000 times in just a matter of a few days. So using those two social media sites to advertise would be a very low budget yet high yielding way of gaining viewers and creating buzz for the opening of Fresh Beans organic coffee. Thank you very much for attending my PR plan presentation, and I hope you have a good day.